wig is so thin.
Being checked, yeah. We clearing up the air, you bitches better come correct.
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another video. I hope y'all doing good and all those good things. But before we get into the things, I hope your back is good, you drinking water, making sure all of those things is good, because we are about to get into the things. So many things have been transpiring in the month of January. People have been saying that we are only 19 days in and so many different things have come amok. So I just wanted to sit around and talk to y'all about some hot topics and things like that that have happened so far, put them in one video, go over them here and there, and then we're going to talk about it in the comment section. So let's get into the things. Going from January 1st going up into right now, things that I've heard, things that I've seen, whatever the case may be. I may have missed some things, so pardon me if I do miss some things, but I'm going to share with y'all some highlights, right? A lot of celebrities were bringing the new year in and all of that, but for me, one of the things that I saw that I thought was a little highlight was Nicki Minaj flew out to Miami to bring the new year in. Happy fucking New Year! With several of her new songs from Pink Friday too. There was also a video circulating from the same event of the DJ attempting to play Starships by Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj cutting it off and saying she doesn't perform those songs anymore. She doesn't perform that anymore. Sorry.
I don't perform that song no more, y'all.
And you can hear people being like, why? And I was a little like, what? By that, just to brush over real quick, like, how come she don't like performing that song? That song was almost not a staple, but it was one of the blueprints, the blueprints to her legendary status. Like, if you guys may or may not know, Nicki Minaj has dabbled into pop. She has dabbled into rock. Let's keep it a buck, keep it a bang. Thank you to Wayne. Knockout by Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. I consider that a rock song, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think Knockout is considered a rock song? Because if so, Nicki Minaj got rock under her motherfucking genre. What else? She has gospel, she got pop, I think she got a little R&B in there, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out why she don't perform those songs anymore. Somebody in the comments, one of the barbs was like, y'all know, like, she said this before, that she doesn't like that era as much of her career, so she kind of just brushes it off. Some people say she loves certain songs and she doesn't like certain pop songs, so what is the difference? So I don't really know why she don't perform that song no more, but to each their own. Maybe it's the breath work, honey, because let's keep it a stack too. Nicki was bringing the end of last year and sitting on the motherfucking stage with her feet up. Body. Like, so maybe that's why she needs to work on her breath. So she's like, I'm not even gonna try that song. I don't know. But that's the first one. Second thing, this is a very major event, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but Japan underwent a 7.6 earthquake with at least 6 people who had passed away. Due to this earthquake, Japan issued its highest level tsunami warning alert, and then they lowered it. Residents were found trapped under the rubble and advised not to go back home due to the collapse and the safety hazards of the housing, leaving many people homeless for a few days, if not longer. So that's really tough, y'all. Japan literally brought in the new year with this earthquake. I hope that the people involved and were a part of this devastating situation are able to recover, and I hope that, you know, God is able to bring a lot of these people at peace somehow with dealing with this. I hope they find community in their community and within their neighborhoods and within their government to restore Japan and these cities that were demolished by an earthquake. So we're going to keep Japan in our prayers and make sure that we're thinking of them in this time, because while other people are bringing in the New Year's happy-go-lucky, Japan literally literally January 1st. Japan, this happened January 1st. So let's keep Japan in our prayers. So January 2nd, Boosie goes to social media and gets motherfucking dragged to filth after he said that he walked out of The Color Purple with his daughter because it seemed like a gay love story. So, look, Boosie is a hot ass motherfucking mess, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So Boosie said, I had to walk out of this Color Purple movie and 2 other older couples walked out also because I had my little girls with me and it seemed like a rainbow love story. Rainbow emoji love story. Good acting, but whoever wrote the script is pushing the narrative hard. As a parent, I will not let my little girl watch this film. Okay. Y'all, let's start off by saying this. If you may or may not know, Color Purple is a I'll say that it is a classic movie. It won a lot of accolades when it first released. I think back in the 70s, Whoopi Goldberg featured in this movie. And the movie definitely was an amazing movie and it was received by people very well. I remember I was growing up as a child and I watched The Color Purple when I was younger and I came into a family member's house and watched it. It's very good acting. It's very good. It's a very good plot. It's very dramatic. It's telling. But basically the reason why he was getting dragged is because this nigga ain't never seen The Color Purple and he's damn 40 something, I don't know, 50, I don't know, mid adult age, and he's never seen The Color Purple. That's why he was getting dragged. People were going after him in these comments because it's like, Boosie, come on Boosie, what are you talking about? I guess cause it wasn't 2 red bones kissing in the back seat, it didn't relax him. That was the first comment. But isn't one of your daughters? Never mind. That's the second comment. People is just like, you haven't seen this, and also are saying you are a hypocrite for the shit that you talking about. Like, you want to talk about shit like this, but you want to talk about pushing an agenda, pushing a narrative. Honey, you are the wrong messenger to be saying shit like that, right? I think that's what sums up the comment section. People are not having it. It's like, you're not the one to be talking, and you also add to a narrative and an agenda through your music. So what are you talking about? Shut up. So that's basically that. We're going to move on though. So the second one here is Harvard's first black president, Claudine Gay, resigned amid a mounting firestorm over her response to a congressional hearing to questions about anti-Semitism and accusing her of plagiarism. Claudia Gay announced that she was stepping down on Tuesday, just 6 months after her tenure, being the shortest ever served in the university's history.
I beg your pardon?
They definitely wanted to throw in that the shortest tenure served in history. They definitely wanted to staple that. I'm not really into politics or all these things, y'all, sweetie, honey, sis, bro, but I did hear something about people on this side, another side, bringing up her history of plagiarism because they didn't like her and they didn't agree with her. I don't know, they didn't agree with her beliefs. I'm just saying it in layman's terms. She didn't have any enemies, but there was people who did not like her, who didn't believe with her, who didn't agree with the shit that she was putting down. So I think that definitely came out. You know, I'm grateful that it wasn't anything worse. You get what I'm saying? But plagiarism is something that is illegal, and if you get caught with doing that, you can be arrested or fined. I don't know. I don't think plagiarism is a felony, but you know, it is a charge of some degree. She resigned, and it's really sad to see. Like I said, she is the first black president of Harvard University, so it's really sad to see that. Speaking of Harvard, y'all, I just want to just put this as a motherfucking side note. Harvard University, back in March of 2023, Harvard, some employees within the morgue part of the medical school situation, they got caught for selling body parts. There was a woman who was a client who bought these pieces from the Harvard University, and she used the parts to make art, creepy doll art. Isn't that creepy? Think about that. Grown ass people taking body parts, selling them to the black market, and you working at a prestigious university.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
You always gonna get caught. people who do shit like that always gonna get caught. So I just want to throw that out there. Isn't that creepy? So the next thing is Jeffrey Epstein court documents were officially released on January 3rd, and the website that officially posted the documents crashed immediately because everybody was trying to scoop that shit up. Everybody was ready to get their hands on these documents and read them thoroughly, right? Some people were waiting to just take screenshots and make it out of context and just blow it out of the water, right? So people were ready to get their hands on these documents now that they were unsealed. I'm gonna let y'all know this. I read the I'm not gonna say I read all of the documents, but I read a good amount, and I watched a good amount of thorough videos going over other parts that I missed that were the important parts. And you know, it's very interesting. There are names involved, but these names don't necessarily mean that these people were directly involved in what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. They were on the island, yes, but it could have been with business ventures, because as you guys know, billionaires hang out with each other. It's not that many of them, so they're going to know names of each other, blah blah blah, right? So that's what people are going with it. There are certain names like that are being in question, that specifically are being named and questioned about, but we're just gonna have to wait to see what makes of this situation and see what else happens. Are they gonna bring other celebrities into court and be questioned and things like that? So we'll have to see, right? So the next thing is Deborah Reddit attacks judge over a minute, and it's all caught on camera in Las Vegas. The situation was crazy. The judge was okay. Y'all probably seen this video circulating around Instagram, social media, wherever, of this man attacking this judge. He was attacking her for a good minute, and he was holding on to her. He was able to kick her, all of these things, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was like, damn, I've never seen somebody been able to do some shit like that. People was making jokes about this dude, motherfucking, they need to have him in the NFL, linebacker, jump, you know. But I was just like, wow, that situation was crazy. So the update with that was the guy came back to court. I think like a week later, he came back, and the judge also came back to finish sentencing him for this original stuff he was supposed to be charged for. This woman took the week off and then came back and sat back in front of this man and finished sentencing him. I don't even know if that was possible, why they allowed her to do that, but she a G for stepping back up. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, I kind of thought it was kind of funny how they had all types of militia standing around the room. Like, they had every motherfucker in there ready to jump. And they also had a muzzle on his ass. Looked like they had a bag over his head, y'all. This nigga was... They made sure that he was not about to jump and leap and be froggy a second time. Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. So, they knew what was going on. So, they made sure. So, he didn't jump on her again. But that shit was crazy. There was 2 grown-ass men trying to rip him off of him. And all these other men just fucking watched. You get what I'm saying? You know, I just watched a video of motherfucking bees tackling a motherfucking wasp.
Fight back, man. Fight back.
So I'm just trying to figure out why all of these motherfuckers didn't jump on his ass. Just jump on him. Just jump on him. Suffocate his ass. I don't know. Overheat his ass. I don't know. But a lot of people just watched, but... you know, I guess it wasn't their job, so that's fine. Next thing. This also happened on January 3rd, and everybody has been talking about this shit ever since. Then I started seeing the shit circulate around social media. I'm like, damn, what the fuck did he say? So let me go ahead and reveal that on January 3rd, Katt Williams shakes the motherfucking industry and the internet with his interview with Shannon Sharpe on his YouTube channel, Club Shay Shay. I mean, Katt Williams was just spilling the motherfucking tea. He was talking about comedians. He was talking about jokes being stolen. He was talking about motherfuckers in dresses. He was talking about turning down $30 million. He was talking about a lot of shit here and there. And people was eating that shit up. People have been eating that shit up ever since. Like, there have been memes. Not only have there been memes, but there have been people who have been responding to him. He has been talking about Steve. He's been talking about Cedric. He's been talking about Kevin. He also brought up Tiffany. He brought up other people. He brought up Dave Chappelle. He brought up Bernie. He brought up Ricky. He brought up a lot of different people, y'all. So, of course, these motherfuckers had shit to say. So, they responded to him in videos. And Ludacris responded because he brought up Ludacris, because he said Ludacris was in the Illuminati. There was a lot of things that was being thrown around here, and I sat down and watched it. I was like, wow, Katt, you really spitting some shit, honey. Like, do your thing, honey, do your thing. I think Katt Williams did go on another interview, but it hasn't been doing as many numbers and getting enough traction as the first one that he did with Shay Shay. The interesting thing though is nobody has been necessarily denying anything. They may have been clarifying, like Ice Cube had brought up, you know, his clarification for the Friday After Next. Kudos to him for speaking up, and Ice Cube just clarified. He said he's not speaking anything wrong. He spoke a lot of good points and truths, but I'm gonna clarify this on that. It's very interesting how Katt Williams shook this motherfucking shit up, y'all. I love that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I love it only because it brings me back to the Controlverse. I'm sorry, like, but I'm not sorry, motherfuckers, because I loved that shit. When Kendrick Lamar dropped the Controlverse, and within the same week he did the BET Cypher.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Y'all know he was Sneak This and Drake, and nothing's been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes.
Yeah, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots have never penetrated.
And you know, that can be copied and pasted right onto Katt Williams' situation. It's just history repeating itself within a different industry, but by another celebrity that I really kind of like. So it's really cool to see that Katt Williams is just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be the one to say it because everybody else ain't going to say it. Everybody wants to lie and everybody wants to cheat. So I'm going to be the one to say it all. So, and he said it's not a race thing. He said it's a God versus them thing, and he wants to be on the side of God. So I'm with him on that. So that's basically that. What do y'all think about Katt Williams talking about all these different celebrities? Do you believe him? Do you think that there is something there with the dress situation? Me Too movement. What do you guys think about what Katt Williams had to say? I'm very curious to see where you guys' minds go when you first think about that interview, and some points that you guys think that you took from that. So that's that. Shouts outs to Katt Williams, y'all. I went to see him in Baltimore about a year and a half ago now. It feels like maybe a year and a half. Yeah, I went to see him in Baltimore. He was lit. He was lit. So shouts outs to Katt. January 4th, T.I is awarded City of Atlanta's highest honor for his community work. I mean, at this point, you want chocolate or oatmeal. The next thing is January 5th, Joanne the Scammer, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all better get ready. I mean, I hope we're going to be getting ready for something, but the iconic, motherfucking iconic Joanne the Scammer, y'all, makes a comeback, and people are here for it, y'all. And she was saying, I'm back in my apartment, bitch. I'm back. So I'm really excited. I hope that this person continues to make content, because when I first seen them with Callie Dawn and all of them, oh my god, I really thought that they were very entertaining, and I thought that their content was chef's kiss, hilarious and entertaining as fuck. So I am excited. She made an appearance once last year and once in 2021, so we'll have to see what else you got for us, babes. Let's see what it's giving. Joanne the Scammer. So January 5th, Gypsy Rose Blanchard starts going viral around this time as well, because she's going on interviews and it sparks a lot of discussion around her being exposed to so much fame after what she's been through. And people are also calling her a murderer, glamorized murderer, all these other things, right? They say that she's being deceptive, that she really did have negative ulterior motives and all these other things. So there's been a lot of extra discussion around Gypsy Rose. If you guys don't know about Gypsy, y'all, I watched the show like I don't know, I watched that show like 3-4 years ago when that shit came out, and I liked it. I really liked the show. Knowing that it was all based off a true story, I was like, wow. And then once I saw Gypsy after watching the show, I was like, oh my goodness. Now finding out that she's out, I'm like, that's really good to hear that she's now able to live her life after everything that she's been through. But people have been coming for her because they're like, girl, why are you talking to the fucking blogs? Why are you talking in interviews? Why are you not just living your life in silence and just going about your merry way?
They are not buying it. People have not only started to turn on Gypsy after she recently said this in an interview, but they have also started to point out that her husband looks exactly like her mother.
I don't want to have to remind people every single time that I'm not the one that committed the act of the kill.
And people are comparing her to like serial killers and shit, so I feel like that's a little far. Yeah, she's just getting a lot of heat a lot of pushback about her situation. So people are saying you shouldn't be in front of a motherfucking camera, sweetie. You should be minding your business, living in private. You shouldn't be talking to the blogs. Other people are like, that's fine, let her do what she does, you know, she's been through a lot, all these things. For me, I'm kind of in the middle with it, because somebody who has been through what she's been through and been in the environment that she's been to then be taken out of that and then boom into fame, that happens a lot with like celebrities who are taken out of certain situations, low income situations, and then pushed and rushed into a fast life of money and fame, right? So I feel like with that happening too fast, that acceleration into that lifestyle can be detrimental to some people, and some people can fall short of it and start losing it. So we can't really tell with Gypsy. She seems like a nice young woman, you know. I would say just leave her alone, let her live her life. I would say cool down on the interviews, because you want to take it slow, and she is moving really fast. Like, she only got out of jail, like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, I feel like. So she really needs to slow the fuck down, because she wants to just take the time to figure out, okay, I'm here, I'm alive, let me do what I want to do in my life. Because right now, that's all what the fuck she's doing. It seems like it's going and talking. So I wish her the best, though, because I wish Gypsy the best, though. I hope she gets the help that she needs, if she needs that continuous help. I hope that she continues to keep the balance of all this fame and don't let it get to her motherfucking head, because, you know, we're not here for that. Do your big one. Do your big one. If you ain't already, do your big one. January 6th, Halle Bailey finally reveals her newborn baby into the world and calls us desperate for wanting to know. And she was motherfucking right. Motherfuckers was desperate. That's all people could talk about in her comment section. She hiding the Photoshop. Oh my goodness, we know. What is it about? Just talking, right? But also Nicki Minaj was really nice, and she congratulated her as well on her new baby. That was the top comment of her post of over 1 million likes. So people was really here for it. People was really, really here for it. She showed his hand with his little bracelet and it said Halo. I thought that was really, really cute. I'm like, oh. And now she is posting her pregnancy and posting pictures from her maternity shoot and talk about her, you know, postpartum and all these other things. So, and some people are dragging her. They are dragging her because they're like, why now? But it's like, first motherfuckers was like, oh, wait, when she's ready, when she's ready. Now there's a like, why now? It's like, why are y'all expecting her to be on your time? Like, she gonna do what the fuck she want. So, and it makes sense why she did it now. It makes perfect sense, because she was doing a whole press run while she was pregnant for 2 movies. She was doing a press run while she was pregnant for 2 movies, and one of them was a kids movie. So, I mean, the kids gonna have a lot of question about why the Little Mermaid got a baby, and Disney not gonna like that type of publicity. Obviously, y'all remember what happened to Zoe 101? And if you don't, she got pregnant at the height of her career. She Britney Spears' little sister. Jamie Lynn Spears was 16 years old, and she got pregnant in the middle of Zoe 101. I was watching that show. I love that show. Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Good today. That's all you're gonna get. So she got pregnant. She went off. Ain't nobody hear from her. She ghosted the motherfucking industry. She went off. Lauryn Hill, peak of her career.
Are you with child? Don't blush on me now.
Actually, yes, I am.
Congratulations. This is something that was planned, and are you excited about it? And
planned in the sense of, you know, I'm 21 years old and going around the world, no, but planned in the sense that, you know, I'm very much in love and very happy. I mean, I see birth as, motherhood as a benediction.
Lauryn don't had a baby. She, you know what she did? She said, fuck y'all, I'm gonna have my baby plus 3, 4, 5 more. And I'm gonna go in silence. Fuck you. And kids can really require a lot of your time and attention. And certain people are not the type to be like, I'm gonna go on tour and leave my kids with other people. Some of them are like, this is a full job for me, so I'm gonna do it like a full job. Fuck you. And they have a right to do that. So that's what Halle Bailey is doing. She's sharing with y'all now, so y'all better be grateful she's sharing it all. So period. Next thing. The 6th as well also marks 3 years since the Capitol attack. I don't know if y'all realize that, but it's been 3 motherfucking years. Can y'all believe that? It's been 3 years since motherfuckers bum rushed the Capitol of our United States. Like, isn't that crazy? And I think people are gonna keep bringing this shit up. Like, y'all have to realize this Capitol situation is literally a historic moment in history. I want y'all to realize that, right? Think about it and take it in. You are living in a time of so many historical events. They are going to be writing in the history books. I'm telling you. Think about it. We're living in definitely some historical moments in history. So I want y'all to take that in because it's been 3 years. So January 8th, Johnathan Majors does an interview on Good Morning America and makes himself look even more guilty by speaking out on this interview, and people drag the fuck out of him because he is just seeming more and more guilty the more that he speaks. You know, you're speaking on things, you are asked about certain things and you're deflecting and you're just like, I'm innocent, I didn't ask for this, and then you're bringing up Coretta Scott and comparing this woman to Coretta Scott, and now you compare Megan Good to Coretta Scott. That shit is cringe as fuck, my guys. Shut up. Shut up. Who told you to speak? I mean, whoever is giving him legal advice, first of all, they are goofy as fuck. Rather, he took over his legal advice and just wanted to go to the victim route and was like, I didn't touch her at all, even though that there's a known tussle between you two over a phone. So you're just denying the fact that you may have caused any type of injury to her during that scuffle. So whoever is doing his legal team shit is bullshit. Him talking is not making it any better at all. So Johnathan was talking, he said a lot of goofy shit and people are dragging him, and rightfully so. January 17th, Doja Cat's mother, Deborah Elizabeth Sawyer, has filed a temporary restraining order against Doja Cat's brother, Raman Delmini, claiming that he has been physically and verbally abusive. Deborah reportedly claims that in the incident, her 30-year-old son knocked out Doja's teeth. She goes to explain that Raman has given Doja Cat, whose real name is Amala Delmini, cuts and bruises. And that's a really sad situation, honestly, y'all. I know you don't want to do anything. That's probably why your mother is the one filing the restraining order and publicizing this. And Doja Cat probably wanted to keep this a secret and not publicize this, obviously. She probably really hates the fact that this is out. But you have to understand, Doja, something got to be done. Your mother cares about you, and hell, you're getting your motherfucking teeth knocked out. We were praying for your recovery of your teeth getting knocked out, because nobody's brother should be putting their hands on anybody, period. So also on January 17th, Brick Lady is charged with theft by deception after last year when she claimed that a stranger hit her with a brick, and she also gained monetization over this staged situation by opening up a GoFundMe back in September, shortly after this incident had occurred, that raised up to $40,000. This situation is crazy, y'all. I remember hearing about this shit happening back in September and was like, oh my gosh, her face is fucked up. Her face is swollen as fuck. But where's the blood? Where's the red? Where's the purple? Where's the blue? I mean, she's a beautiful brown-skinned woman, but the fact that her face looked puffed up, that looked like something else. But I mean, obviously you hit a part of your body, it's gonna swell up. Some people swell, some people bruise more than others. I didn't see the bruising, I saw the swelling. But I was like, damn, they fucked her face up. And she looked distraught as hell. All these black men just watched.
Put a brick and all these black men just watched. And they don't give a...
I'm like, damn, she hurt over this. But it turns out that this bitch was lying. It turned out this bitch was lying through her teeth, and the police are looking for her in Texas, and they want to charge her. So with her GoFundMe, it was refunded because she put saline in her face, reportedly. She put saline in her motherfucking face. Can you imagine putting saline in your motherfucking face to make it look, just for the effect of what it does? So that's what she did. People said she was wearing a mask before she even did this shit so she can hide it up until that point. No security cameras from the restaurant that was right around there. They didn't have any security footage of the situation. So the police put two and two together and was like, all right, this bitch is lying. She is faking the shit, so we want to arrest her, right? So she actually said that she was going to turn herself into some Houston police department, right? And she announced it, and the press was there. They was ready to record her getting into custody, right? Guess what happened? Can you just take a wild guess? Just real quick in the comments. Take a wild guess. Exactly. She did not fucking show. So she ends up posting up in Jamaica.
I'm in Jamaica!
That she did what she had to do, brick by brick.
This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm taking my life back, brick by brick. Pun intended.
She using all of these motherfucking puns, y'all, is crazy to me. I can't, the audacity. She took that money that she had, that she could, and she ran to motherfucking Jamaica. She is currently on the run. She got another man in trouble for accusing him of hitting her with a brick. She scammed people out of their money. She divided a community of black women and black men. So it was really sad to see, and she's on the run, but people were like, bitch, once you come back, you're going to get arrested, so do what you do. But she is really in Jamaica, which is fucking crazy. But, you know, I hope you guys are staying blessed. I hope that you guys are drinking water. I hope you guys are keeping that tension off your back, because back pain is fucking real, and I am 25. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend, and thank you for riding with me. Thank you for sliding with me. Shit. If you want, you can get high with me, but that's just the kickback. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. Enjoyed my little input, little summary of the little things here and there or whatever. That's basically it. All right, y'all. Peace.